Hey everyone, RogueGold here, welcome back to The Division 2, and happy Battle for Brooklyn launch day. The long-awaited DLC is finally here in our hands to dive into, and in this video, the community has already discovered their first secret hunter puzzle, riddle, and mask unlock. Remember, there are going to be 8 of these in total. I have videos coming up for each one that we find out about, but for this one, shout out to Southie on Discord for letting me know about it, telling me how to get it done. That said, we're going to get right to the guide. If you enjoy it and you want to stay tuned for the remaining 7 masks as well as all of my other Battle for Brooklyn content coming up, then I hope you will consider clicking that subscribe button. We'd love to have you around. Big thank you to our channel members that enable me to do what I do on this channel. Your support is incredibly appreciated. But without further ado, let's get on to the guide. Alright, so the first condition that you need to be aware of is that this hunter puzzle needs to be done at nighttime. If you are unsure about what time it is, you can always open up your menu, and in the upper right corner, you will see the time displayed next to your coordinates. I waited until it was past 2100 because that has previously been the time at which the game considers it to be nighttime. That said, I do not know exactly when it is counting it as nighttime for this specific riddle, but if you want to be safe, wait until after 2100. That's what I did. Once it is past that time, you want to go to this specific location. It is right on the edge of the Brooklyn Heights named zone, pretty much right underneath the Brooklyn Bridge. In this alley, you're going to find a garage door which looks just like this one, and if it is currently nighttime, you're able to interact and open it up. Upon doing so, you will find an interactable switch in there which, once turned on, reveals this pretty cool black light hunter logo and a bunch of arrows, and what this does is kicks off a black light chase across the entire Brooklyn map. I would estimate that there are like a dozen or more of these black light checkpoints, if you will. Each of them is going to be visible from the last one, so just look for where the next one is once you're running along. And all you're doing is following these lights. It is guiding you to a very specific location. I will show you the entire route here that I took. Here is a sped up look at it. Alright, now if you want to confirm, this is the final location in which you are going to be ending up at, right? It is a long way from where we started, clear on the far side of Dumbo, but you'll see as you approach that it has a hunter symbol on the wall, all of the arrows are pointing right at it, and once you approach and climb up on that rooftop, that is when the hunter will spawn in. Of course, you have to go through the fight and kill him, but once you do, he will drop the Lumen mask as well as 1 ash key. Just like the previous DC and New York City hunters, we are going to need 8 of these keys to unlock a new reward. Stay tuned for that video, but this is the Lumen mask. This is the reward that you get for this specific puzzle, this specific hunter, and it's pretty darn cool. I would say it has a pretty fitting fluorescent look with all of these glowing colors. Also, I know some people were curious on how they would design these hunter masks. It does have the balaclava underneath, and I'm honestly a really big fan of the overall brightness and contrast that this mask has. The colors really pop and glow in the dark without really being like glowing or LED, so that's pretty darn cool. But there you have it, my friends. That is your guide for the first secret Brooklyn hunter, as well as a look at the reward with the Lumen mask. I really hope you enjoyed and found this guide helpful. If you have any questions or confusions about this puzzle whatsoever, please do let me know down in the comments. I will do my very best to clear things up. Stay tuned for more of these videos. Again, we got 7 more hunters to go, and as I said, plenty of other DLC content coming your way. That is going to do it for me today, though. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. RogueGold. Out.